The 2022 rookie class in Major League Baseball was incredibly strong, while Julio Rodriguez became the first ever to reach 25 home runs and 25 steals in the shortest amount of time. Michael Harris II had the third highest wins above replacement of any rookie aged 21 or younger in the preceding 40 years. What should we expect in 2023? Watch this video to find out the Rookie of the Year candidates for 2023. First up, the contenders from each team in the American League East Division. From the Orioles, it's Gunnar Henderson. From Double to AAA to MLB, Gunnar hit his way up to the big leagues and more than held his own in 34 games. From the opening day, he will start every game, and he has a fantastic chance to rule the American League. From the Red Sox, it's Triston Casas. With 5 home runs and 19 walks in 27 games in September, Casas provided a sneak peek of what was to come. The Florida high schooler selected in the first round in 2018 is most notable for his pop, but he also has exceptional hitting, approach, and defense skills. From the Yankees, it's Anthony Volpe. At age 21, Volpe batted .249, .342, .460 between AA and AAA, becoming the first minor leaguer since Andruw Jones in 1995 with 20 home runs and 50 steals in a season. He can play second base or shortstop for the Yankees, and his baseball IQ is almost as good as his toolset. From the Rays is Curtis Mead. The Rays have 2 possible Rookie of the Year contenders in the Australian native and Taj Bradley. In Curtis, we'll lean toward the regular player, a career .306 hitter in the minors who has begun to display more power with each passing season. From the Blue Jays is Yosver Zulueta. The 24-year-old right-hander undoubtedly possessed the talent to play in the majors in 2017, and might have done so if shoulder and knee problems hadn't kept him out for the whole of August. His fastball in the upper 90s continues to be a plus-plus pitch, and he also flashes an above-average curve, slider, and change. Next, the contenders from each team in the American League Central Division. From the White Sox is Oscar Colas. Colas, who was signed in January for $2.7 million, advanced from high A to AAA while hitting .314, .371, .524, with 23 home runs in 117 games. From the Guardians is Bo Naylor. After having a terrible 2021 season at AA, Naylor rebounded to hit .263, .392, .496, with 21 home runs and 20 steals in 118 games in the upper levels of the minors, and in October, he made his big league debut alongside older brother Josh. From the Tigers is Joey Wentz. The 25-year-old left-hander pitched well for Detroit in his final 5 starts in September and October, with a 1.73 earned run average, and he also had 3 scoreless appearances in the Arizona Fall League. He ought to have enough chances to start if he stays healthy the entire season because of his shoulder issue. From the Royals is Drew Waters. Waters currently has exactly 45 days of service remaining, which means he hasn't gone over the required amount to no longer be considered a rookie, hence he is added to the list. The 23-year-old switch hitter appeared to be slogging it out in AAA with the Braves, but after being moved in early July, he found another gear and put up a .295, .399, .541 line in 31 games with Omaha. From the Twins is Matt Wallner. Wallner's carrying tool is his power, although he also has a hose for an arm, and in 2022, it got him up to Minnesota and over 2 levels of the minors. He slugged and hit 27 home runs. Before hitting 2 more home runs in the major leagues, he hit 541 in the minors. Up next, the contenders from each team in the American League West Division. From the Astros is Hunter Brown. Brown allowed just 2 runs in 20 1/3 regular season innings with Houston and worked 3 2/3 scoreless frames in the postseason after recording a 2.55 earned run average, a .185 opponent average, and 11.4 strikeouts per 9 innings in AAA, all of which would have easily led the Pacific Coast League if he hadn't just missed qualifying. From the Angels is Logan O'Hoppe. O'Hoppe was acquired by the Angels from the Phillies in the Brandon Marsh trade last year at the trade deadline, and he later posted a 1.146 on-base plus slugging in 29 AA games. From the A's is Zach Geloff. In an ambitious move to begin his first full season of professional baseball, Geloff was sent to AA, where he hit .316, .372, .458 over the first 2 months. From the Mariners is Emerson Hancock. Hancock, the number 6 overall pick in the 2020 draft, has had issues with injuries and command. Thus, this selection is purely random, but he began to understand things last year, and with further development, he might be prepared to replace first past round picks George Kirby and Logan Gilbert in Seattle's rotation. And from the Rangers is Josh Jung. A versatile hitter hitter with a career .311, .381, .538 line in the minors. Texas Tech's number 8 overall pick in the 2019 draft, slugged 5 home runs in 26 games with the Rangers. Also, the contenders from each team in the National League East Division. From the Braves is Jared Schuster. Schuster is the first-round pick from 2020 who worked his way to AAA last year and finished with a combined 3.29 earned run average, .212 batting average against, and a respectable 3.82 strikeout-to-walk ratio. From the Marlins is Yuri Perez. Perez won't turn 20 until April, but his 4.08 earned run average, .223 opponent average, and 106 strikeouts in 75 innings as a teenager in AA are indicators that he is more experienced than most pitchers his age. From the Mets is Francisco Alvarez. The Mets will make room for their 20-year-old phenom if Alvarez continues to display plus raw power and demonstrates that he is close to average defensively. Over the course of a nearly full season in the majors, Alvarez could contend to become the first rookie catcher to hit 30 home runs in the majors since Mike Piazza in 1993. From the Phillies is Andrew Painter. He has only played in one full professional season and will be just 20 years old in 2023. However, the Pipeline Pitcher of the Year was outstanding last season at all 3 levels, including in 5 AA starts. From the Nationals is Cade Cavalli. The 24-year-old right-hander might re-enter the debate with his 4-pitch mix, which still produces a respectable number of whiffs, assuming he'll be healthy next year. He should have every opportunity to secure a spot in the rotation after spring. Up next, the contenders from each team in the National League Central Division. From the Cubs, Matt Mervis, a player who went from high A to AAA, hit .309, .379, .605 with 36 home runs in 137 games, led the minors with 78 extra base hits, 310 total bases, and 119 runs batted in. From the Reds is Spencer Steer. In the Tyler Mahle trade, the Reds acquired the Futures gamer from the Twins, and Steer made his major league debut with Cincinnati after slugging and hitting a total of 23 home runs. From the Brewers is Sal Frelick. In his first full season, the first-round pick in 2021 hit well everywhere he played. However, he may have been at his finest at AAA Nashville, where in 46 games he posted a .365 average and a 16-19 strikeout-to-walk ratio. From the Pirates is Quinn Priester. He's transformed into a more effective pitch-to-contact pitcher, but he still has room to grow as he'll just be 22 in 2023. From the Cardinals is Jordan Walker. The biggest obstacle to Walker's candidacy may have been his decision to play the outfield exclusively after beginning his career playing third base in Nolan Arenado's shadow. It's less of a concern because he's adjusted to the change very well, especially in terms of his ability to throw from the grass. His raw power is known to be MLB ready and follows a successful AA and Fall League season. You have to make room for Walker's extraordinary skill, and the Cardinals should by the beginning of 2023. Finally, the contenders from each team in the National League West Division. From the D-backs is Corbin Carroll. Carroll, the 22-year-old outfitter, followed up a spectacular AA, AAA season by hitting .260, .330, .500 with 4 home runs and 2 steals in 32 games in the majors, placing him as the early favorite for the National League Rookie of the Year award in 2023. From the Rockies is Ezequiel Tovar. Tovar returned to play in the 2022 season after missing a significant portion with a groin injury. He improved significantly offensively in 2022 with .319, .387, .540 in 71 minor league games, and he has a possibility to develop into a shortstop who can play Gold Glove caliber defense. From the Dodgers is Miguel Vargas. He has strong raw power and a sophisticated grasp of hitting, which led to a .304, .404, .511 slash line with 17 home runs and 16 steals in 113 AAA games. From the Padres is Ige Rosario. The 23-year-old has above-average speed, a powerful arm that lets him move around the infield, and he can hit averagely. From the Giants is Kyle Harrison. Harrison, the best left-handed pitching prospect in the league, led the minor leagues in strikeout rate of 14.8 per 9 innings and strikeout percentage of 39.8% while accumulating a 2.71 earned run average, 196 opponent average, and 186 strikeouts in 113 innings between high A and AA. At the conclusion of each MLB season, the Rookie of the Year award is given in both the American and National Leagues. Here we have presented the rookie contenders for the 2023 race. We expect an interesting performance from them. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in our next video.